DMC popped in here, eh? Well, that's good. Yeah, I hope you get. I'm not going to be on too long today. I just wanted to stop in here. It's a afternoon stream. I usually don't do them, but it helps if I do an afternoon stream because then I don't have to try to squeeze in a night stream. And it's working a little better doing it now. Hold on a second. Well, I guess I can't do much with this. So, I was just wanting to come on here and, well, welcome to Detroit Shrimp Aquatics. I'm not used to doing an afternoon stream, but I thought I would see if I could hop on here and do a stream really quick. Because then it'll allow me. I have some things to do that might take up most of my day. I have a little woodworking stuff to do. Here's some. These are my Fishbone tank. One of them, and I just put a little piece of food in there. Let's see if I can get it down anymore, so you guys can really see them. But this is a tank I was struggling with kind of bad before. And now I'm not struggling at all. They're growing really fast. They're having large amounts of babies. Yeah, I already fed them. Right, I got you. Okay. All right. I'm just letting you know. All right. So, yeah, I don't, I have no idea why I had a hard time with these shrimp. I got these shrimp a long time ago, and I had them in this tank, and I'm not sure the exact amount of time that I had them before. I believe they were just shrimplets when I got them, but as they grew, then they got buried. They had babies, and that was it. After that, there were no more. They never got buried again. And then I started building the shrimp room, put the rack over here, put the tank up here, and still nothing. And then I separated some of the shrimp. What I thought I was getting was males and females, and I started another tank. But it was like within, I would say, I don't know, 3 days, 2-3 days, the tank got buried. Both tanks. I think this one was over here was just a little bit behind it, but this one got buried really fast within days. And now they don't stop. So as you look in here, you'll see some, excuse me, some itty bitty ones because they're just continuing. I don't know what it was. If it was too many males, I don't believe that I had so many males. I thought I moved a bunch of females out of there, but whatever I did, it changed everything. Now the tank won't stop. And that one over there has tons of shrimplets in it. I mean, so wee small you can barely see them. So, but today I just wanted to bring something to you guys, which I'm sure most people know. But it was another test that I've done, and so I just wanted to bring you guys the information that I got from it. So as you guys know that watch us here, which is the #1 shrimp channel in the U.S., I forgot to say, we've been talking for a long time about feeding and how much do you feed and, all this and that. And then, how many days a week do you feed? How much do you feed during those days? How much do you feed the tank due to how many shrimp are in it? All sorts of stuff like that. Well, yeah, sure. I don't have to drink the coffee. Thank you.
I'll take that up.
All right, cool. Thanks. Yep. But so we've spoke about that a lot, and I was feeding every other day for a while, and everything was good. Well, then I started to think about what could I do, or what would actually make like the waterfowl. Okay, so since we breed shrimp here, as you see, look at all these shrimplets in here, all these fish bones. They're like one of my favorites, but next to blue bolts. But you start off with a certain number, it starts to grow, and you feed that many shrimp that are in the tank. You're supposed to, or what you should do, is feed enough to feed all of them. As you see, they're in a big, huge pile, but all I gave them was one of these small rectangle or small squares. They're not all square, but it's a pad, and it's by Mucha, which Robbie Chan sells at Blue Crown Aquatics. I think he still does. But anyways, so I dropped that in there. Now I feed, every day, but yesterday I fed excuse me. Yesterday I fed the Bug Pro from Canada. This stuff is incredible. The ingredients in it are phenomenal. To me, they're top of the line. I should have brought my glasses. 44%. I think that's 44% protein. So, I mean, you don't always want to feed them a ton of protein, but there's a lot of goodies in here. So, anyways, I started to think about other ways to go about, feeding. What am I going to do? So I chose to start feeding, going back to once a day instead of every other day. Zuya 420, what is this? These are fishbone, red fishbone shrimp. But so I chose to go, instead of feeding every other day, I chose to start feeding every day. And the shrimp responded really good, just like they did when I fed every other day. But I feed every day, and you see how they're all bunched up like this. If my computer's lagging a little bit, I'm sorry about that. I don't know why it would be. I'm hardwired, but I can see it here. It's like spitting a little bit. But so I started feeding every day. They started doing really good. I mean, as they always have. But then I started to think of something else I could do, and it was I started or I thought about water changes. How important are water changes? We know I randomly found you. Well, I'm really glad you showed up. If you're into the hobby or think that these little shrimpies are super cool, hang out. You might become addicted and get some yourself. Where are you from, Zuya420? Atkins Nature Aquariums. Hello, hello. So, not only did I start feeding every day, but I started to cut back on the amount of water changes, the amount that I would take out. And I started to notice algae growth, meaning hair algae, algae growing on the glass, hair algae, brown diatom algae. Is that yeah, camera is lagging. Yeah, I don't know why. It's plugged into the computer. Hold on a sec. Oh, skip frames detected. Wow, yeah, something's my Wi-Fi must. Oh, my son's on the Wi-Fi. Well, on his computer. So please, he's on for 8 more minutes. So please, just bear with me. But I don't understand. It's got to be my Wi-Fi. So give it a sec. Hopefully, it'll pick itself back up. But do you have a sub goal? Yeah, so my subscription goal. Oh, look at that. I'm sorry. It's 1,000 on the bottom right of my subscription goal. Yeah. Muppets 929. Welcome. So I started feeding every day, and I started cutting my amount of water changes down to see what it would do. And so the feeding went good. The shrimp like it, but the response from the shrimp started to disappear. The activity, their activeness, their want to swim around, hang out, forage, and they would be hiding a lot. So, nothing changed. Food every day. They were eating it. I could see it was all gone. But it was, it was still having an adverse effect on the tank due to the fact that they weren't as excited and playing, and like I say, foraging. Well, I can't really say that shrimp play, but whatever you want to call it that they do. But so then I started to check water parameters. My Wi-Fi has been acting crazy the last few days. Yeah, I usually never have problems ever. I haven't had a problem. That's what I'm saying. It's got to be the Wi-Fi itself because I'm hardwired right into the computer. So yeah, it'll be abduction will cause you to lose some settings. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. It'll pick up here. It'll get better. It's probably just a little burp in it or something, but yeah, I'm wired in. So, I think my my box upstairs was having a problem because the Ethernet plug or the Ethernet light wasn't coming on the last few days, and I was wondering if it would give me a problem down here. So, I might just be going on Wi-Fi, but instead of being plugged in. Anyways, If it falls off, yeah, I'll have to fix it. Windows, Dragon Center, 2 apps using the microphone. Yeah, everything seems to be okay. Yeah, internet. Let me check my internet. Yeah, it says I'm connected, Wi-Fi. See if it'll tell me if my if it's a strong. Don't know. It's not giving me anything. Anyways, we should be okay. Hopefully. Just that I don't get kicked off. So, anyways, sorry about that. So, I started checking the water. Well, ammonia was fine. The pH is great, of course, on all the tanks. And then I started to check the here, my little bottle holder. But I started to check the nitrite, and it came back good. But then I checked the nitrate, and the nitrates were high. So, looking into that, what I learned from it was, you know, like I said, we breed shrimp here, so we have maybe more shrimp than you may have in a tank at your home. But we feed to the amount of shrimp. So if there's 10 shrimp, they get fed as there's 10 shrimp. If there's 200 shrimp, we feed the tank as there's 200 shrimp. And what we realized was, even though the food is gone, it's not sitting in there rotting, nothing like that. It's, you know, shrimp poop, but the waste, it's just rotting matter, waste, and, you know, the food that you put in and everything, it just, it rose the nitrates up high. So the test that we've done, feeding every day is good. They'll eat it if you don't overfeed. But feeding every day and then making your water changes less, because I cut them down to like half, because I was doing 2 gallons per 10-gallon tank. I was taking out 2 gallons. I even have it marked. So I decided to go to 1 gallon. And when I went to 1 gallon a week or a week and a half, it made the nitrates go up. So that lets me know that if there's food in there, let's say, you know, they drag it somewhere and I don't see it and they don't finish it, it rots. They poop in the tank, which you wouldn't really think that shrimp poop is, you know, they're not big, huge fish. But if you have a tank with 50 shrimp in it, they're pooping and you're feeding it every day, you know, that's why I wanted to check, is see how far it would go before things would start to rise. Your numbers would start to what's the word I'm looking for? Till they'd start to change on the charts to where you could notice it. Mike Green, to where you could notice it. And I wanted to see what would control that. And it's the water changes. Because, well, and it's the food. Because I was doing it every other day. and doing my regular water changes, 2 gallons, and I never had a problem. Then I switched it to food every day and cut the water changes in half, and my nitrates went up. So, because it's like, well, people ask, well, how many times do I have to change the water? How often do I have to change the water? And some of those questions, people can say, well, you got to do it this much. Well, you got to do it this much. Well, I'm not saying that anyone's wrong. It's just I need to, do these tests myself so I can actually say, hey, when I tell you this, this is why. And this is the study that I've done on. I mean, everyone can do fish. I mean, I've had fish since I was a little kid, but fish are different. Their poop's way bigger. You feed them way more, all sorts of stuff, and you feed fish, more often. So it all came down to how far can I push it with shrimp before the numbers start to change. Because I don't like any of my numbers changing. I don't like any ammonia. I don't like anything. So it all comes down to that. And if the numbers start to change in the negative, then that's where I know, I'm pushing the boundaries. So it all comes down to what I'm trying to say is stay on your water changes. Don't slack on them. Of course, don't overfeed. And only feed the amount of shrimp that you have, which you still can't overfeed because it all comes down to, well, if I have 10 shrimp, how much will they eat? Well, they say these little food pads will feed, I think it's 50 shrimp or something, but you see, look at all those shrimp on one little food pad. It's not disintegrating fast. Some are coming in, they get what they want, they go out, in and out, in and out. So it depends on the food, I guess, if it breaks up and goes places, and how often you feed. But yeah, I think one pad is good for like 50 shrimp. So the best thing to do is just go small. If you put the food in and they steal it and then go crazy, eating it, and not all the tank is eating, put another one in, then just make sure you see where it goes. But after I did this test, I did two big water changes, so now the tanks are good to go. The shrimp love everything. They're all out and about, and laced back to normal. So it's a great ending to a test. No animals were hurt in this test, but it's just another, because people can say all the time, yeah, do your water changes or only do this much. Or one day they say, well, I do this much in a water change, and then they change and say, well, no, now I only do this much. Or they say, well, I change and I do these big water changes. Well, we switch up and everything too, but I just wanted to know what would happen if you change and why it would happen, what it would affect. Aquaballs, welcome, welcome, welcome. Good day to you too, sir. Very good day. Zuya, I don't know what you do. What's your channel about? HC Aqua, hey Brian and everyone. Hey, your package is in the mail, buddy. I sent it out Monday. Today is Thursday. You should have it soon. But Zuya, no disrespect. I don't even know if you're on here anymore because you deleted your messages. You retracted them. But, you know, I'm a shrimp channel. And I only do shrimp, some fish, so I belong to fish and shrimp channels. If you don't have a channel like that, I probably won't sub to your channel because it's all that we do. Edwin Chu, welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up, little Lukester?
Hi.
Hi.
Pumpkin hang in here?
No, he's probably at work. I went on early today.
Does it feel good to be on early?
Yeah.
So
There we
now,
go.
you don't have to do it for the day.
Right.
So you can get some rest.
I got the baby shrimp food already. Oh, you did? Oh, so you got your prize. All right, cool. You got what you want. All right. Yeah, that's funny that you get it already. He won a free pack of shrimp baby.
Cool.
Yeah. What kind of shrimp are those? They are Fishbones. They are my red Fishbone tank.
Camera's
Why
right
does
there.
my shrimp keep dropping their eggs as soon as they have them? GHKH problem. What kind of shrimp are they, Mr. Chew? Your kid grew out his hair. Yeah, he does. He lets me cut it, then he grows it out, then he lets me cut it, you know. Like green knuckleballs, eat the aqua. Yes, Mr. Chew, what kind of shrimp do you have? And then, I mean, to help me out, you say GHK's problem possibly as a question. Do you have water parameters? I want some red Fishbone. Yes, sir, that's what these are. Hey, hey, hey. This is my beatbox, my little beatboxer over here. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I had a lot of trouble with these for I don't know. It must have been male heavy. And then I was talking with Dan Slee one night, and he said, "Hey, pull some out and put them in another tank, see if that helps."
Snowballs and red cherry.
And so we took some out, and it must have been male heavy, and it was stressing the females because the minute I took them out, it was like 3 days later they got buried up, and now they won't stop having babies. Snowballs and red cherries, and they drop their dropping their eggs as soon as they have them. Oh, Jan Aquarium, what's happening, buddy? Just stopped in to say hi while I am taking a little afternoon work break. Hey, Jan Aquarium's from Canada. Yeah, look at that. Skip frame 78% detected. Boy, oh boy, we're going to have to reset the tap water with stress coat conditioner.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of stress coat conditioner are you using? And what's your TDS? What are your parameters if you know them? Or the last time you checked them, or because it sounds like it sounds like the waters could be polluted.
I just wanted to come down here and say hi.
Yeah. All right. Hey, can I have 5? Nice, dude. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi to everybody. Nice. Rubber band man.
Bye bye.
See ya. Tap water with stress coat. API. Oh, is that the test kit you use, an API? Oh, the stress coat. Why do you use stress coat? Don't use stress coat. Yeah, you need prime for tap water. Don't use stress coat. Hey, Luke. Bro, you can't go live while I'm at work. Pumpkin King just came on. He said, bro, you can't go live while I'm at work. Luke was just asking about you. You need prime for tap water. Yes, stress coat is no bueno. Say hi. See, you can't go live while I'm at work.
Skip frame.
Hello,
Skip frame.
oh, yeah.
Skip it.
Yeah, I don't know why. There's something going on. I think it's the box up there. Remember I said that
No,
second
I
light
think
wasn't
it's the
coming
camera.
on? No. It's skipping because of the cable.
Okay.
It's got to be that box up there. That Ethernet light's not coming on.
Ethernet.
Yeah, that's what this is called, an Ethernet connection.
Can
Yeah.
I have this rubber too?
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, that's all you need to do is don't use your tap water. You get a 5-gallon bucket, or however many gallons your tank is, and like Janet Aquarium says, just age the water. You don't need anything if you just leave it there to excuse me, to burn off everything that's in there. Because sorry for I don't use any test kits. I just have them in my cycled and mature tanks. Yeah, don't use excuse me, don't use stress coat. That's probably what your issue is. In all honesty, I don't use once in a while I'll try some stuff, like I just got Fritz Complete, which is just like the Prime, but sorry, I mainly just use live bacteria, because if you let your water sit, but I run my tap water, I run it through the RO, and the wastewater, it comes out the backside. I use that for my Neo tanks because now I don't have to worry about it. There's nothing in it. There's no chemicals in it because it went through the filters. And the minerals are higher because everything that's taken out the RO side dumps into the wastewater side except the chemicals. So I use all that. DMC, what up, what up? Yeah, switch to Prime. Don't. Why shouldn't you use API stress coat? Well, because stress coat's for fish, and it's to help. As much as I can remember, it's to help with their slime coat. Like if they're it's to help with fish's slime coat. That's why it's called stress coat. It's that it helps produce their slime coat, if I remember correctly. But it's made for fish. So you're putting chemicals in a tank that are not made for shrimp, because there's certain chemicals that can harm shrimp. There's a lot of stuff that can harm shrimp. I mean, I don't ever remember a fish dying in my tank from sticking my hand in there. But if you stick your hand in your shrimp tank, and something's on your hand, I mean, the shrimp respond way different, because any type of chemical, anything, they're just not, their bodies aren't as strong as a fish's, but yeah, API stress coat, any of that stuff, you don't, I mean, it's just like, not stability, hold on. Oh, just like Paragard. How Paragard is made for fish, but Seachem does not say that it won't kill shrimp. But I've used it, I don't know how many times, and as far as I know, it's never killed a shrimp. But this is for fungal, bacteria, and viral stuff. And then stability, of course, promotes bacterial growth. And then, like I said, here's Prime. You can use Prime, or I'm trying Fritz, because Fritz Complete, if you read it, they're almost identical. But here's the thing. Prime, for this bottle, 8.5 ounces is $16 at the store I go to. Fritz Complete for 8 ounces is $13. So I lose half an ounce and save $3. But the things that some of the things that they say on the bottle that they do are a little different, but it does say it's safe for all freshwater and saltwater aquariums, including reef and planted aquariums. Fritz Complete will not interfere with biological filtration or affect pH. It's a true all-in-one water conditioner and nitrogen cycle management formula. Instantly and permanently eliminates chlorine and chloramine from tap water, as well as detoxifies ammonia, nitrite. So it's just like Prime, but some of the wording's different. But, Fritz has been around a long time. As far as I know, I think Fritz was way back in the day. So I wanted to try it out and see. And then, like I say, stability. I like stability in my Neocaridina tanks, right? Hold on. Mike Green. As the API stress coat removes heavy metals and remove chlorine and chloramines. Yeah, it's I don't know. There could be something in there that's irritating the shrimp. Because if they're not dying, but they're dropping their eggs, it sounds to me as stress. They're stressed, or even if they molt and they drop them, it sounds to me like they're stressed out. It's not to the point that they're dying yet, but they're stressing somehow. My wastewater is 580. Oh yeah, my wastewater is 170. My tap water is 98 to 102. It's really low. So that's why I like using the wastewater instead of dumping it. See, but your tap or your wastewater, you could dilute it with RO water. Now, it's not going to be 580 anymore. And plus, all your water is going to be all filtered. So if you want, wastewater that you can use, just water it down with RO. Maybe I'll switch it and maybe I will have good news. Yes, please let me know. Now, here's the thing. If you just put the water in a bucket, just put the water in a bucket, let it sit for, like 48 hours, then just put that water in. Don't use anything and see if that changes your luck. Just try aged water. Alan C, my tap water is 415 and my Neos love it. Yeah. Tap, is it well water? High tap water, Neos love it. I don't have that luxury of giving them such high tap water. Like I said, mine's like 102, but my GH is 6 and my KH is 3. So that's why I give them the wastewater, because the GH in that is 10 and my KH is 5, with a 170. So they're getting more minerals, out of the tap water. It's just my TDS isn't really high. And the reason I do it is do it that way is so I don't spend more money in additives, trying to raise it up. The only one I raise up is the Sulawesi tank. I did it. I worked up the nerve and left my physical therapist office with a clipping. I don't know what that means. I've been watching a lot. The Zen Ginger, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, hey, hey. How are you, Zen Ginger? Nice to see you in here again. So, sorry, I'm just trying to catch up my boss. So, what are you watching? What are you telling, Pumpkin King? Oh boy, I love Fritz. I'm a Texas girl, where they're from. But doesn't Prime take substantially less to use compared to the amount of complete you need? Let me check. Oh, and for my live Nutrify bacteria, I've decided to start trying this instead of the stability, the Fritz 7. It says it contains freshwater specific strains of live nitrifying bacteria proven to reduce fish loss due to toxic levels of ammonia and nitrite. Fritzzyme 7 provides the proper balance of active nitrifying bacteria to rapidly seed biofilters rather than waiting weeks for these bacteria to grow naturally. Fritzzyme 7 may be added to established systems after water changes, cleaning, adding new livestock, or medicating to re-establish or strengthen the existing biofilter. So we figured we'd give that a try too. And this is way cheaper too. This is $19 compared to the other bottle. It's like, I think $16 and like half. All right. Prime is the amounts. Use 1 capful, 50 or 5 milliliters. Use 1 capful, 5 milliliters for each 200 liters, 50 U.S. gallons. So 1 cap of Prime is for 50 gallons. For best results, head first complete to tap water before adding water to aquarium and trium aquarium for ammonia nitrate base dosed on aquarium volume for extremely high levels of chloramine and nitrate. Okay. Do not overdose. But it's the same thing up to can be repeated or increased up to 5 times. Sulfur odor in certain rare conditions and in low oxygen environments. This product may reduce dissolved oxygen levels, ensure there is adequate circulation/aeration before adding. This product will affect the accuracy of Nestler type ammonia test kits and Winkler type oxygen test kits. Yeah, I don't use any of those. They sound like they're all from Happy Days. Get it? Winkler? Henry Winkler. Directions. Add 1 cap, 1 teaspoon / 5 milliliters per 50 U.S. gallons. So the dosage is the exact same. Price is $3 difference due to a half a ounce. So this is 8.5 ounces for $16. This is 8 ounces for $13. $12.99, $15.99. Call it a penny. So that's what we found with that. Fish Tropic, what is happening? And the GH Plus to my waist, they didn't care. They want to keep me happy. What? My waist is 67 TDS. Yeah, so Zen Ginger, your Fritz Complete and Prime have the same amount of dosage, 1 cap per 50 gallons. Yeah, stressing inexperienced mamas. Yeah, but usually, that's what we were saying. It's stress. It could be from the API stress coat that's being used. Or, I mean, what else is in the tank? Something might be stressing it out. Possibilities. I add the GH Plus to my waist. They don't care. They want to keep me happy. Oh, oh, your boss don't care? That's good. Fish Tropic. My other big time moderator. He's been busy catching big fish. No, it's mine for some reason. It's something with my box upstairs. I noticed it a few days ago. That such as dry frames, laggy frame. I noticed it the other day when I was sitting upstairs at my Wi-Fi box. You know, the modem. The Ethernet light was shut off. So I don't know if the box took a dump or what, but because this computer is hooked up, plugged into that box upstairs. So if it took a dump, then this computer's probably just running on Wi-Fi, and maybe that's why it's a little choppy. So please just, deal with it. I don't mean it to be crappy. Very sorry. This is the first time since I bought this computer that it's been crappy. That's why I bought this computer, so I could plug it in. So I didn't have a bad stream. And if I go up and reset it right now, it'll shut everything. Well, it would shut everything down because it would shut the stuff on this. Jen Benrins, just subscribe. Well, thank you for the subscription. Thank you. Yes, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Every subscription counts because it's and comment. The comments are a huge deal. It's it's big for me to answer questions and stuff like that, and to see what you guys want. If you want something, certain shrimp, if you want to see a certain shrimp, anything like that. So it really helps. I really like it. Yeah. It's no, it's my side, Mike. But and for you all that have not seen this, or seen 2 videos ago, I think it was. Yeah, 2 videos ago, I picked up this product also. This product I picked up at my buddy's store again, due to the fact that, there's not a lot of foods around, in the stores here in Michigan where, there's, most stores, Petco's and all that have your basic stuff. But if you want something different, you got to go online or you got to find somebody that sells it. Well, I saw this and I looked it up, checked the reviews and everything, and it looked pretty interesting. And I actually used it, and it was shocking the response I got from the shrimp. But it's tropical Pro difference. 60% protein. Sorry about this. Tropical Pro difference. It's food with probiotic for fry. So it's real small. It's dusty, like shrimp baby. I would say even smaller than shrimp. Yeah, it's a powder. But yeah, it's micro size. But it has crude protein 60%. So it's got probiotic, dried yeast, multivitamin, carotenoids. That's a new word for me. It's made in Poland. So fish meal, soy, protein concentrated. Sorry, I don't have my glasses. Oh, here, hold on. I use my phone. I keep forgetting about that all the time. Use your phone, dummy. All right. Yeah, soy, protein concentrate, whole wheat, dehulled soybean meal, pea protein, wheat gluten, corn gluten meal, corn flour, feeding oatmeal, shrimp meal, dehydrated alfalfa meal, ground brown rice, dried yeast, natural source of beta 1316 glucan and mannins, wheat germ meal, fish oil, algae meal, soy, red pepper extract, Aztec marigold extract. I don't know. The list goes on and on. But yeah, so I seen the probiotics on here, and I was just curious because the fish love powdery foods. So 2EOTD, can we see another type of shrimp? Yes, we can. I can move this. Be right back. Gotta stop my dog from her wallet. So I just thought I'd give it a try. And see if they responded well to it. Now, this stuff is expensive. I don't know if it's just, well, it's the store that you get it at, I guess, because I looked it up on Ken's Fish online, and he was like 8 something. My buddy's store was $16. To get it wholesale, it's $7. So I was like, dude. He's like, yeah, he's selling it, only making $1. I was like, yeah, you're like more than double. So yeah, I gave him a hard time, and he gave me a discount. So let's see, what could we do? How about some blue bolts? Let's feed some blue bolts. And since if you don't like blue bolts, you just ain't a shrimp keeper. I mean, who don't like blue bolts? Come on. All right. I'm just kidding. You can like whatever you want. I just like to goof off. All right, here we go. Let's scoot it over. See if we can get a good photo here. All right, now I just put the food in there. You've seen it. You just heard me click it seconds ago. Let's see how fast they attack it. Hopefully you guys like blue bolts. I got some really high grades in here. This isn't my my high grade or my extreme blue bolt tank. This is just my blue bolt tank. So what you see here is just a plain Jane tank that I really don't call much of my Caridina shrimp because I just love every one of them. But now I have the big fluval behind me. Here, let me turn that on. I actually had to stop turning it on so much because I got green water in it. it's turning on. I don't know how clear it'll be, but it's a little better. I did a big water change. Well, not a big. I did 5-gallon water change on it last night. But so what I mean, I don't even know what to choose as a call. Like I said, everyone I love so much, but I'll put like that one right. Well, no, he's got a blue head. You just can't see it because the way he's turned. But I'll just put some in there that aren't as dark and just put them over there just because that's going to be my mix tank. And I need to get shrimp in there. So I'm like, well, which one do I choose? I don't know which one to choose. So I just put any of them in there. It's just, like I said, it's hard for me to look at a shrimp and say, you're a Caridina. Now, Neos, I can do it all day long. But, Chewy LTD, how are your half beaks? My half at Detroit Shrimp Aquatics, have you ever seen the albinos yet? And can you get those? Can I get them? I don't know. I would have to check into it. But my half beaks are doing very good. I actually had to move like 95% of all the super red severums out of the tank because, they were starting to get big, and I was afraid that, they're bigger than a quarter now. They're getting up around the 50-cent piece, so I had to get them out, put them in with the parents over there. Now there's only 5 left in there, 4 or 5, and they're small. So now the half beaks are kind of owning the tank. Once I move those last 5 out of there, it'll just be half beaks, shrimps, and probably about 100 bristlenose plecos. But yeah, the half beaks are great. I have not seen the albino ones yet. But I can check. I can check with my buddy and see if he can order them. But here's the thing is he hasn't had them in forever. Because when I told him I could get them, he more or less was shocked. But I did get them. He got a big order because I got the Panda loaches, I don't have them here. But he wanted Panda loaches, and I got him 50 Panda loaches. They sent 60, and he had a customer walk in 2 seconds to buy the whole box. He walked in, said, "Don't even unpack it. I'll take them all." So I don't know if you guys see Panda loaches. Yes, where you live, Atkins Nature Aquariums. I could hook you up with their super red severums. Yep. They're super red severums. But if I set fish right now, it'd have to be like an overnight thing. My heat packs will be here tomorrow. I just ordered a whole case of the 72-hour heat packs, but with the fish, they would have to be. I would want to send them overnight because I wouldn't want them getting caught up. Like here, tomorrow is going to be 75, and then we drop down to the 40s. We're going to be like 40 to 42 for the rest of the way. I cannot believe how cold we're getting. So that's why I ordered. I didn't even know we were getting that cold. So I ordered these 72-hour packs, the big, huge blocks that you could knock somebody out if they tried to mug you in a dark parking lot. Whack, hit them with that thing because they weigh like 9 pounds. I ordered a case of those, so those will be here tomorrow. Well, it says they already received them in Detroit, so I just have to get them sent. But yeah, I got Portland, Oregon. Oh, yeah. Well, overnighting them would be, I think it'd be up to, that's what I'm saying. I don't know. It's pretty cold. 40, getting 40 out at night, I'd have to, I could put a heat pack in it, but that's the thing is I wouldn't want them to suffer with it cold out. I don't know how bad you want them, but, shipping them, I can overnight them, but, I'm not sure the cheapest amount. I know if I overnight to somebody, like, the cheapest is like $40. So, if you can't get them, I mean, it'd be worth it to you. See, it's cold there. So, I could put a heat pack in it, but I would just hate to take a chance of the fish suffering, because I'm not a fish seller. So, I sell plecos, sell, all that stuff. But, shrimp, I know all about it, how to wrap them up, how to pack them up, and they can handle, certain things. But with fish, like I say, I wouldn't have a problem taking it up, to a FedEx or UPS, something, and overnighting it. That's the whole thing. It's cold, I would hate for something bad to happen to fish that, mean a lot to us. I mean, they mean so much to my wife, she doesn't even want me selling them. We got 32 babies from the very first batch. And ever since, I don't know why, but they eat their eggs. I got rid of all the fish but one, and they eat the eggs every time. Within, I don't know, 2 days, they eat them all. But this batch, there was a tank full of fish, and they left them there. And what I was thinking was the flow. I had too much flow, and when he goes down to do his thing and fertilize them, it's blowing it away too fast. So I don't know if that's true, and I think maybe it's not fertilizing them, and that's why she's eating them. But anyways, this was our first batch that grew up, and the biggest ones, they're real nice. They're already starting to change color from like the whitish, baby color. They're starting to get their orange color. So, but she's really attached to them. She doesn't even want me selling them, so. But I have other tanks set up for just that reason, and, hoping that they start picking it up again. Yeah, I like your guppies, Fish Tropic. You got some really nice guppies in your tank, dude. You really take care of your stuff. The albinos are out of Asia. Oh, really? Huh. Oh, well, let me talk to Robbie and see what he says. Maybe he can get them. Yeah, I'll talk to Robbie. See what Mr. Chan says. Leo Chat. Yes, we are live. No, I'm just chilling in my basement, just sending a stream right to your house. How is it going? How's it going? Yeah, now see, the blue bolts, they're just not as hungry as the Fishbones. You feed them, they do really good. Oh, some days but I'm sorry, to add to everything that I started the channel with was, another feeding thing I did is I started, bombarding my tanks with Indian almond leaves. Well, because, that's what I sell. So I have, mulberry leaves, but it's not what I'm going for. I want the Indian almond leaves for, the rotting part, so they could sit there and eat everything off of it. But I was wondering if I add more leaves and just let them eat that most of the days and feed them less food, less human-made food, if they would start to benefit also. So that was my last test, and that's the test that's going on now. So all my tanks have 3 to 5 Indian almond leaves in them. Especially for the shrimplets and stuff like that. Instead of them having to go and eat algae off the glass and stuff, I want the leaves in there I want it heavily littered with leaves. So they can eat just like in a stream. I'm trying to reproduce, how they would live in their natural habitat. So I want to see how that works now. So I'm pounding tons of leaves. And, of course, I have the mosses in there and stuff so they can eat off of that. And I'm starting to notice, the Fishbone tank had a lot of shrimp on it. This one here, they're kind of cruising it, but you see them, they're all walking around and they're feasting on other stuff because the leaves are in here, and they're more interested in that than our human food, which is good. That's another thing that I'm testing. So I do believe I watch a lot of fish in Asia. Yeah. Well, Robbie, my buddy at Blue Crown that owns it, he's Asian. So I have a lot of abilities to get stuff that other people don't have. Because with Robbie being Asian, he's friends with so many people, and some people don't want to deal with anyone but in their own ethnicity. So certain things, certain people can get. So I'll ask him and see if he can get anything like that. Koi tuxedo guppies are breeding like mad. I love guppies so much. Guppies are so cool. It's just, my son had his tank upstairs and he just wanted wanted more room for toys and stuff. So I took it down. We didn't have anything special in the tank for, guppies and stuff. So, I just, gave them to my buddy and the other stuff. We had a Cory cat in there. I had my 3, not, bamboo shrimp, the other ones, the other big ones I got in there. And then, there really wasn't much plants and stuff like that. So I took the tank down. But yeah, it's, guppies are just incredible. I love guppies. Love them, love them, love them. Well, I'm sure there might be people on here looking for some guppies. Help. pH crash in all Caridina tanks. New substrate just showed up. How do I swap it out? All input needed and ready to get wet and dirty. Help. Leah, you ain't watched my earlier videos? I don't know how many videos I've done of siphoning out the substrate. You got to catch all the shrimp. You could do it all. Literally, it'd take you maybe an hour. Go through and slowly drag your net. I use the big fish nets, large fish nets, so you're not chasing them around and stressing them out. I just get the net wet, so you're not sticking it in there dry. Get the net wet, air bubbles off of it, stick it to the back of the tank, and don't drag it on your substrate, but slowly just pull it, and they just jump up, bink, 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 and as you go, you just scoop them, get them up, nice and slow, put them in a container with the water out of the tank, then get them all out, and then I use a really large hose. A large hose. Hold on, I'll get it. I'll show you. I have a very large hose. This is no kidding. Very, very large. It's like, inch and a half. The reason I do this, use such a large hose, is the volume that this hose pulls. It really, I could really suck the substrate up really fast. A smaller hose is fine. It works. And actually, sometimes it may work a little better on a lower tank. But that's all I do. I suck all the substrate out. Get it all out. And then I make sure that half of the tank is the old water. Put the new substrate in, put it where you want it, and then put the shrimp back in it. Because all you did was change the substrate. You didn't clean the tank. You didn't get rid of nothing. The filter's still got the same bacteria in it. The glass has got the same bacteria on it. Everything. The moss that you took out, put it all back in. Everything's got the same everything now. All it is you change the substrate. Put all the shrimp back in. And then have your water. You can run your water through an airline. I got a bazillion of these, but I have these clips, like I told you guys, that sell at my store that I sell. They already got the airline clip on it. And all I do is, if it's a 10 gallon and you take out 5 gallons of water, then just run it in there slow. You don't have to drip it. Just run it in slow because, like, the temperature, make sure your temperatures are as close as possible. And then just run it in there. Because if the temperatures are almost identical, you're good to go. You can run it in at a good pace. But I use the airline because not a lot can come in at one time, and it'll fill it up, at a good pace, and it doesn't shock the shrimp at all. 50% water change. If it's not put in with a big hose, I've never found it to be detrimental. But if you look at my videos, I don't know, done it to 10, 15 tanks in here. Just suck substrate out, put the new substrate, put the shrimp right back in it. No problems. Now here's the thing. If you watch Monica Polar, she says on her stuff that if it's, well, it would have to be the same substrate and this and that, but she says that substrates that produce ammonia, it's not enough to kill the shrimp. That the shrimp are stronger than we think that they are. You see, there's an Asian dude on YouTube. I can't think of his name, but he's got videos. I think it's like a 50 gallon or something, or maybe a 75 gallon. And he takes a picture of 150 PRLs and he puts them in there nice and easy. And he's like, this is how I do my tank, how I get it going. And he starts from scratch. I've never started from scratch. I use my CB1 nutrifying bacteria that I sell, and I've done it in 4 days. I just leave the light on 24/7. If you do it, I would just leave the light on 24/7, just to help continue grow everything. But I've never had an issue. But I've never used your substrate. If you see, I don't know. I know Akadama. I'm almost positive that creates ammonia, but I don't know about Tropica soil. I'm not sure of it because I'm a cheap guy, and I have no reasons not to be. I use fluval stratum, you see my shrimp; they're great. I'm sure if I could get Akadama ADA at the prices I paid for this, I'd probably try it. But another thing is I like this color. I like the dark brown, the coffee colors, stuff like that. So with my substrate, I can do it. I don't know, but like I say, if you watch Monica Polar, watch her video with Chris Lukop. She states right on there that she does it, and she doesn't have any issue whatsoever with ammonia spikes because she says that shrimp can handle it. If my substrate ever has an ammonia spike, I don't know because I just put it in there. Like if I was switching it today, the tank's already got all the bacteria, bacterias, the algae, everything's growing in it. Everything that you need, it's a healthy tank. If I change the substrate, it's going to lose everything that's in that substrate. But, your filter pads, that's another thing. I would just squeeze filters into your tank and just let all that stuff go down into the substrate and into the filter. And if there is any ammonia produced by the substrate, it's going to be attacked pretty quick and broken down to where I really don't think that it would bother them. But that's what I do. I mean, yeah, it's hey, and here's the thing, it's really fun because when you pull the shrimp out, you get to see actually how many shrimp you got. Now I'm telling you right now, you go sucking that substrate out, Leah, you might want to wear a mask. Oh boy, does it smell like rotten worms if you've never gravel vacked it. And if you never gravel vac substrate, you can gravel vac substrate. I've done it. And it makes the substrate look really, really, really good. And then here's another thing is I dropped, if you guys pay attention to my videos too, I used to put an inch and a half of substrate, all that. I dropped down to a 1/4 inch. I'm not even up on some tanks. I'm not even up to the black plastic frame. And I don't have an issue. 6.2 with fluval stratum on my pH. I keep it way thin. And I try to stay away from foods that when I feed, they break up and turn powdery because it just goes down into the substrate. So, and if I do use a food that breaks up real easy, I use small amounts. So I know that it's going to get engulfed really fast by the shrimp and really none of it's going to really escape them and get down into the substrate. So I study his strains at Atkins Nature Aquariums, but he does not speak English, so one of the clubs in Asia transposes the question I ask. Translates. I'm not on Facebook anymore. Well, don't ever lose us here on YouTube, Chewy. I can understand the Facebook thing. Hey, so I actually, so many thanks. Okay, all sorry for the emergency disruption. Back to what you were discussing. No, Leah, it's I have vacuumed 2-3 times a year. See, I'm telling you, where I got it from was Mark Shrimp Tanks. So that guy, I mean, like I say, he's like, I don't know. I mean, it's not like he's been doing it for 20, 25 years with shrimp, but he's the closest thing to a godfather of shrimp that I would say. As to, I learned a bazillion things off of the guy, and he's the one that kind of encourages us here to, try tests, why we test things. Because that's what I'm saying. I got to be able to bring you guys info. And I always said from day one, I want to bring you information so you don't have to do it. Try to answer questions so you don't have to, find out what substrates are really good and what substrates you can get a hold of and, price and how long they last and, all sorts of things like that. So, but yeah, he's Mark Shrimp Tanks is somebody that I respect wholeheartedly. He's big time in the hobby, and he's one of the reasons that I've pushed so hard and got so big in the shrimp room here was due to him. So, but what was I gonna say? Darn it. See, now the blue bolts are starting to come in more, but it's like the hungrier adults that are under the mosses and hiding. like that, they're starting to realize that the food's up front. Because there's, I don't know, there's probably 150 blue bolts in here. But now with all those leaves, they don't, they're not coming around trying to eat so much of the human-made food. But, yeah, darn, I can't remember what I was going to say. Let me see. Guppy. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the vacuuming. Yeah. Oh, whoa. This is what I was going to say. Chewy, if you're worried, I mean, I know you got off Facebook, but I didn't notice the other day. Pumpkin King had to message me. What was it, yesterday when I did the stream, or was it Monday? Tuesday? I don't know. Whatever day I did the stream where I did the giveaway, where I sold Luke's artwork, and people actually thought that I was selling Luke's hand-drawn shrimp. And Pumpkin King won a $50 gift card for Detroit Shrimp Aquatics because he bid the highest. And then, of course, I got stuck with having to pay Luke what the highest bid was, but no one knew that. It was a way for me to kind of, tell Luke he's doing really good in school and stuff, and his drawings are really good. So I ended up paying for his art, and Pumpkin King won $50. And then Tim Gazzetti and John both get free shipping on their next orders for also participating and bidding it up. So, but anyways, they said that Corey from Aquarium Co-op popped in my stream the other day at the very end when I shut it off. He popped in and gave a peace sign or something. So, which would have been cool to have, that guy in here. But he has a thing I just joined. He's got a little, it's called Care. Go on his stuff or go online and punch it up. And it's a discussion room where you can go, talk and stuff like that. But like he says, they don't like, all the crap on Facebook and, YouTube and stuff like that. So they kind of started their own, it's like a nerdy area to hang out. It's pretty neat. I went on there. You should check it out. Speaking of blue bolts, Leah says, someone in one of the Facebook groups were calling theirs Blue King Kongs. Is this a thing, or am I going crazy? No, I haven't. No, I've not heard of a blue bolt called a Blue King Kong. Hold on. There is a guy, it's Olympic Aquatics, I think. He's selling off his stuff. He's moving, but he had some really nice blue shrimp that were mixed shadow, Black King Kong shadow, pandas that he mixed with extreme blue bolt. And that went for $600 and some bucks, but I think he said there's over 100 shrimp in the whole tank. But no, Blue King Kong, not that I know of. But I don't know everything. If somebody might have came up with it, but I haven't. We're calling theirs Blue King Kongs. There's a good chance they might not know what they're calling it, because also I was on that band app. Once in a while I pop in there and see what crazy prices people are putting on shrimp, and somebody was calling their shrimp a certain name, and somebody chimed in and said, that's not what that shrimp is called. This is what that shrimp is called. And they said, oh, so what actually should I call it? And I'm thinking to myself, you breed shrimp, or you have shrimp and you're selling shrimp, and you're just giving them a name when they're not actually that name. And then when somebody calls you out, you're like, okay, what should I call them then? And it's like, shouldn't you just know what the name of it is in the first place? I mean, it's just, a former International Fancy Guppy Association judge, Doug White, is the founding director of Toronto Shrimp Club, Detroit Shrimp Aquatics, who knows the Lucius well. Oh, yeah? LP Lurkin, what's happening? Hey, B, what's the difference between Black King Kong and Black Pinto? One climbs big buildings, and the others are put in pots to make fajitas, tacos, and Nacho Belgrandes. Black pinto beans, right? Pintos, black pintos. Now, see, you're going to ask me to break that down, ain't you? Hopefully that was funny. Because that's my, that's where it comes down to me, that since day one, that's what my whole thing with shrimp since I started was to learn it from, square one, to actually know what I'm talking about and to bring you guys, the right information, not to say something dumb and you're like, what? So I do that. So when it comes to asking me what the difference between a Black King Kong and a Black Pinto, right now, these are things that I'm teaching myself, learning, reading about, talking to other shrimp gods about. When it comes to mixing this shrimp and that shrimp to get shrimp C, I'm not all up on that game yet. And that's why people like Dan Slee are helping me. Other people are giving me ideas of stuff to mix because, they were, a lot of people were saying for a while that I should like rent out my tanks and let people mix their shrimp that they want, stuff like that. But the thing is if I can mix shrimp and bring shrimp to you cheaper, than super expensive shrimp, then I will. But these are things that I'm learning myself that I'm sure some people in here know way more about what, the difference between the two. Of course, it's the pattern. It's what they breed. But some of their offsprings are not Black King Kongs or Pintos. They could throw blue bolts, blue steels. They throw. Having blue bolts and blue steels come out of them, that's super cool because now you can call them, put them in a tank, and start whole other shrimp colonies just off of that. I've met people that have like 10 tanks of Pintos because they want, the other stuff they throw. And Black King Kongs, like me, I have the extreme Black King Kongs, pandas, the shadow pandas. Well, no, let me rephrase that. The Black King Kong shadows, they're blue, but they're from extreme, so their bodies extreme black, and they'll have one or two stripes on the top, maybe something on their face, and their tail tips. So they're not pandas. They don't have the stripes. They're just Black King Kongs that come from extremes. So their colors are more solid than a panda, because the panda goes all the way around. The stripe goes all the way around. A King Kong, it stops halfway. So that's where the panda comes in. The stripe goes all the way to their bellies, their undersides. But a black King Kong will come down and stop. So that's the difference between a King Kong and a panda. And that's either red or black. But yeah, when it comes down to what a Pinto is and what a King Kong, the difference, I can't give 100% info on that. I don't know all that. Yeah, well, yeah, Dan Slee's like, when he's not super busy, making $10 bazillion with the stock market, I beg him to train me. So he's my master sensei. And I'm just a Padawan learner, so he's a Jedi, and I'm just Anakin Skywalker. But yeah, he's Dan Slee's a big, that guy. He reads a lot. He just does a lot of homework on the stuff. So, he's trying to help us here get up to the next level and actually be able to answer a lot of the questions like that, But my main thing getting into the hobby is being able to bring you guys the information that I can so your shrimp won't die. Or if they're sick, what's wrong, or what could be wrong, or how do, I do this, or how do I do that, or how do I get my shrimp to, do stuff. Why is my water this way, or what should I change, or, things like that. The hobby takes years. I don't care, what you're into the hobby. It takes a long, long, long time to, learn everything from fish to you name it. So having a little help, having a support system is a good thing, so. Yes, I want to make shrimp. Don't care if you don't get them from me. I don't have pure lines. I mix all my shrimps for now. Oh. Atkins Nature Aquariums. The Caridina types, they're not, that's what I'm saying. A bazillion names come out, and it's really not hard. It's actually quite simple. Now, deciphering sometimes can be hard between like a blue bolt and a blue steel, but more or less you have to like look at their body, look at their cheeks. If it's speckly, like an old paint job from back, let's say in the 80s, 70s, and 80s when they used to do metallic colors, like you used to be able to order like a candy apple red Mustang, and it would come all sparkly and stuff when they drive by. That's what a blue steel's cheeks look like. So instead of them just being blue, they'll have like a sparkly on their cheek, which makes them blue steels. But blue bolts, blue steels, they're close to the same. It just depends on what you would like, for your type of shrimp. Oh, okay, okay, Chewy LTD. I see what you're saying. Shoot, I probably met him because when I go to the fish auctions and stuff, everyone's there. I've been invited to take shrimp there, get tables and stuff. And it's just like there was a gentleman setting up the last one before COVID started. And he came on Facebook or messaged me on Facebook and said, hey, we want you to come. Would you think about coming and setting up some tables? I was like, yeah, sure. So he sent me the flyer, the picture of the flyer that they were announcing, and said nothing about shrimp. Just said, hey, show up, whatever it said, admission, blah, blah, this great picture, all colorful, real happy. Nothing about the sale of shrimp. So I messaged him back and I said, look, not for nothing, but your poster has no mention of shrimp whatsoever. I said, you want me to come to your auction or whatever and bring shrimp, and there's not going to be anyone there that are showing up just to buy shrimp. I need customers that are going to show up to buy shrimp. And so then the stuff happened, and I never ended up going because they never had it. But yeah, I'm sure I've seen them. I'm going to have to look into that some more, though. I have half black yellow pintails in my youth pet shop. Or a bit better than, but 100% true, but had too much black edge around the fin, not pure yellowtail. Yes, I want to mix shrimp. Don't care if you don't get them from me. I don't have pure lines. I mix all my shrimps for now. I talked with him. I love Dan. He's very helpful in this hobby. Yep, Dan is. They still selling sponge filters. What all is on sale currently? Oh yeah, I got tons of sponge filters. The dual green ones. The CB1 Nutrifying Bacteria is on sale for $15 from $25. The GH Plus Remineralizer is on sale for $15 from $25. The Immune Booster that I have that was $15 is now $8. We got some really nice sales going on. Someone just messaged and actually Leah, I seen her message. Someone was asking about nets on one of the things on Facebook. Oh, this one got squished in the package. But they were asking about these hard nets, with the frames and the ones that keep shape. The basket keeps shape. And these are on sale. I had dropped these down to $12, but if anyone wants them, what is it? The 22nd for the rest of the month, I'll sell them for $10. They're really nice, and they're fiberglass or whatever. Not fiberglass. But whatever. They got rubber here, the white rubber, and then it's up here too by the net. It's what does my buddy at the store call it? Like a shrimp master net or something like that, because it's, such high grade. These are starting to make it around town. You see people starting to post them and stuff. They're just, that some people might have them with different names on them. You can get them, I guess put with your name on it. That's where it costs more money. But where I get these, I can put these on sale for $10. These were $15 a piece. It costs $5 if you order just this. It costs $5 to send it because they have to be put in a long box. I don't even know if this is something else came in this box, but oh, something else is in it. Oh, this is my no, oh, it's water pipe. But at the post office, there's a long box like this that holds the net, and it's $5. Or if you order more, I have a box, a really long box from USPS. But yeah, these nets are the cat's meow. They're the ugly stick. There you go, ugly stick nets. Yeah, because they're black. Yeah, fiberglass or whatever you want to call them, but they're really high quality. And I know they're expensive, but it's the quality. But yeah, I dropped them down to 12, but I'll take them down to 10 for the rest of the month. See, here's my. You want to talk about keeping shape? I've been using this for I don't know, 3 months. I love them. I mean, they're like the best, and I just let them sit on top of the tanks, let them air dry. They're I don't know. It's like the Bruce Lee of nets. You just can't. You can never beat it. No matter how much you try, you can never beat this net. These nets are really good if you're someone that if you want nets for like special tanks, you don't want to mix them, and you want them to dry well, because this is not an extendable net. No water gets inside of it. So if you set it on your tanks, it'll dry. You don't have to worry about contaminating. You could literally go like dunk it in water, RO. Let's say you dunk it RO water, shake it off. Now there's no water from any other tank because there's no water to get into it anywhere. So it can be used on other tanks because it's a solid structure. So, excuse me. Boy, am I congested today. And then the dual sponge filters. The dual sponge filters that we sell for $7. I really can't do much on these because what I pay to get them shipped in, I'm just, making a few pennies off of them. So, excuse me, geez, oh Pete. So we got the sponge filters. Don't forget, we have the no planaria cans. And if you buy imported shrimp at any time you're worried that they could get L-biopsy or whatever, we also carry Temacare, which is the medication that they give for you to feed the shrimps. If you're someone that likes to buy imported shrimps, I mean, I offer imported shrimps. You can buy this and feed it to them, and it'll help kill and prevent L-biopsy. But red Rilis are $3 a piece. Red Rilis are $3. And then black Pintos and red Pintos. Black Pintos and red Pintos are, what I say, $5 or $6, $5 a piece, I think. Yeah, black Pintos and red Pintos. I'm almost positive. So if anybody wants any of that, nets, drop the link for the website if you can, please. I will, sir. Pumpkin King's at work, or I'd have him do it. He's got it all hooked up. I think the cans of no planaria are $20. Aquaballs bought some off me. He loved it. Alright, so here's the website. I'm working on the website, everybody, so jeez Louise. So please understand I don't have a really high expensive website, but it gets the point across, lets you guys know what I have. And then if you message me at the bottom, it comes to me immediately. I don't know if you heard my phone just ding, but if you go on the website, it dings. And then if you send me a message or place an order, it'll do it like 3 times. So it's so loud I never miss it. So that's the best way to contact me. I'm thinking about putting my phone number on here so people can call me, but more or less it's going to be, 15 watchers, 20 likes. Nice. Thank you, Chewy LTD. I don't have a problem putting my phone number on here, but it's going to be, if you call and leave a message, I'm not going to answer the phone. I'll have to listen to your message. Reason being is, I don't mind, putting my number on there. And if for some reason you have a question or anything like that, leave a message. I can call you back, anything like that. I'm contemplating doing that now. So, because it's like if you're a customer and you're on the website and you're asking questions, I just send you my number and let you call. It's a lot easier than texting that way. It's just I'm afraid I don't want my phone. Yeah. Yeah, I gave out my number one time, and I was getting phone calls, and it was just to kick it, and it's like, I do have a life. Hey, here's the thing: is I can sit and talk shrimp all day. I don't have a problem, but to be on my phone all day talking shrimp, then my family suffers from it, from me not talking so much to them. So, but like I say, to make it easier for people to get in contact with me, I don't have an issue with it if it's not going to be abused in any way. So, let it change the white a little bit. Now you see what I see. It wasn't me, honest. Well, it'll tell me if it was you. Oh, it wasn't. See, all that noise, everybody going on there. Oh, see, it says there's 6 visitors on my site. So that's what I'm saying. It tells me immediately that someone's on there. So if you guys have a question, and I'm sitting watching TV or whatever, it's not like you're going to ask me a question and I'm not going to get to it for 3 hours. Unless I'm working or something and I can't answer, talk or something, that's different. But yeah, it's not to where, you wouldn't be able to speak to me. So, or I mean, get your question answered. So that be that. Alrighty. Oh, put it in live chat. I like your website. Good prices on the shrimp. You guys are too much. Tim Gazzetti. Oh, Tim. Hey, today's Thursday. Did you get your stuff, Tim? Oh, is it supposed to come tomorrow? No. Oh, did you met? Yeah, should be coming today, right? I like your website. Good prices on shrimp. Yeah, it's now here's the thing is I got to go on there and check the prices because a lot of people change their I try to keep my prices like let's say shrimp seller A sells a blue bolt for $6. Shrimp seller B sells blue bolts for $8. Well, I'll sell them for $7. I don't, or I'll sell them for $5. If they sell it for, let's say they sell it for 6 and 7, I'll sell it for $5 or $5.50. So I try to go on there. I haven't been on there in a bit, but I try to go on there and stay the exact same or a little lower than the going prices, except the ones that are like blown out and crazy. Now, I do know, I was told, because I was wondering why Blue Dream prices have been skyrocketing. I mean, there's people that are selling for $10, and I was told that they're harder to get in the U.S. right now. But I was even told to hold on to them, and stuff, because they're starting to get harder to, I don't know if they're just selling out. I don't know what's going on. I have no clue. Swear to God, I'm going to shut it off. Up. Pennsylvania. So, you've been out there for 12 hours, right? I'm pissed because my government won't open the borders, so no shrimps for me. Oh, I thought they were supposed to open at the end of this month or something. When I get paid, I gotta get some shrimps and that and that. Okay. Atkins Nature Aquariums. ANA. Anna, we call you Anna. Yeah, I try. I mean, seriously, really, I try to keep my prices way down. Now, some of them are, I gotta change. Like, God, do I even have a price for the my Lettuce? Watch this. Here, watch. Oh, he jumped in. He better have jumped in. Yeah. I gotta put that filter down. The fish bones are all over the top of it, eating all the gunk where the bubbles come out. They're playing in it. Yeah, I try to keep all the prices down, but some of them, like on my wild Ketagalons, I think I have them on there for $50 each. Well, that's because they're on the red list, so they're not allowed to be farmed and shipped and sold, and they're almost endangered. So I have them, but here's the thing: is with them being in that situation, a lot of people. I know people that have them won't sell them. I know people that have them that will sell them. But my thing is I don't want to sell the shrimp to somebody who, isn't on the same playing level as, okay, these things are almost extinct. We want to, breed these and build their numbers up. Because, I'm to a point now to where, I've contacted some people and told them if they need some for reintroducing into where they come from, I wouldn't have a problem giving some. But I have the price up so high on those because they're wild shrimp, but they're beautiful. Because like I don't want people getting them at who haven't like kept shrimp and they die, because they're very special shrimp because you can't get them. They're not supposed to be farmed, but oh god, I got them. I think about over 2 years ago. But I don't know. There's probably 300 of them in there now, if not more. Yeah, the nets are really good. Don't worry, Atkins. I'll hold on to one. Waiting on the porch now. Yeah. Tim's out there waiting on his Black King Kong shadows, the extremes. You've been out there for 12 hours. Oh, that's right. Pretty much. Yeah, I sent Leah Nat's G's a pizza. It took like 2 months. Good thing I didn't put anything in there that was alive. Would have died in a heartbeat. I could keep shrimp alive, but I don't think I keep them alive for 2 months or whatever. I think she thought I was lying to her that I didn't send them. She was sending me like death threats and everything. I get, uh, hordes of locusts dying off in my yard. All sorts of weird stuff was happening. So I'm glad they got there because everything stopped now. So I think the voodoo doll got, taken apart, and I'm not getting anything bad happening anymore because she got her nets. But I'm very happy. Oh, all right. Now see, the blue bolts are dying down. Now see, the fishbones are starting to kick back in again. They took off and now they're back over at the food. Looks like the red King Kongs might be hungry. All right, what time we at? Hour and 58 minutes. Detroit, Luke is winning. Luke has winnings. Oh yeah, I gave it to him. Oh my, he was on me 5 minutes after I went upstairs. I had 2 20s, and then my wife had a 5 in her pocket. So then he went and got his wallet and all the money that he's been saving. Yeah, I think he's up to like $90 now. So an 8-year-old. Hey, he works for it. He works hard for it. But that was I was really happy that you guys all participated and care about us so much here to where you guys would bid up something like that. Hey, and actually not even know that you were not even gonna have to pay for it. That was the big thing. That's what I respect about everybody. Is how much you guys respect my family and stuff. So send me locusts. I'll make shrimp food. My Pinto is having zebra babies. I'm so excited to see more zebra Pintos. Yeah, it's I have when I started my black Pinto tank, I put some really high grade culls in there. Can't remember who I got them from. Andrew maybe or something. I haven't seen him in a long time, but the tank is really nice. Yeah, for a while there, I was getting a certain style that I liked, and then I just stopped paying attention. I don't know. My thing is if they're breeding and everything, that's what I'm saying. They're all so pretty. I'm not. I'm really not one to call and go, "Oh, this one don't fit." Nah, this ain't no good. So got to change substrate though too. Well, all right. Well, how about we do this? We just hit the 2-hour mark. How about we call it a day? So if no one's hit the subscribe button and they're new here, would you please hit the subscribe over there? And hit the thumbs up and hit the bell icon, please, so you see every time I come out with a stream. So I appreciate everyone for showing up today on this early stream with no prior knowledge that I was doing it. I got fluval stratum with my Neo shrimp. You think that could be an issue? No. Nope. No issue. I don't know how many times that I keep Neos in with Caridina, and they have so many babies. So many babies. No. Neos don't care. They can go either way, hard water or soft water. Just keep an eye on it. Make sure that they're molting really good. If not, get some mineral to put in there. But they should be fine. I don't think I ever remember losing a Neocaridina in softer water. So, like I said, I'm not saying it can't happen, but I don't think I've ever seen it in my tanks. So, all right, everyone. Thank you so much for showing up. And thank you to my moderators. Number one, thank you to my moderators for hanging out and doing so much, keeping the channel going so lively and sharing all of our information. It's the best. You guys are the best. You're simply the best. And everyone that showed up today, thank you so much for coming. I had a blast. Tell Luke I said, hey, I will. Hey, Pumpkin King, he said something about, because you told me you're putting something together for him. I don't know. He's all super excited, so better put something together for him or he's going to be knocking on your door. But, all right, everyone, thank you so much for showing up. I had a blast. Hey, thank you for showing up to the stream, Atkins Nature Aquariums. I really appreciate it. We love y'all. Thanks for coming. Hey, if anything, stay safe. Don't work too hard. And always, stay shrimpy. All right, everybody. See ya.